California dreaming about you.
Hey guys, SimCoder here, and today we are going to learn how we can get a list of apps that we have currently installed on our phone. So we'll be populating the drawer layout, and yeah, by the end of this lesson you'll be able to see the apps that you have, to click on them, to go into apps. So it will be really cool, really awesome. So let's get right into it. And let me just open up the Android Studio, and this is where we left off in the past lesson. So now we have to create a function that will get our installed apps for us. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to rename this app list to let me just check here. Okay, installed app list, and this will be gone because we are not going to use it anymore, and instead we are going to say installed app list equals to get installed app list. And this is a function that we are going to create, so click Alt Enter, create method, and it will create it for you as always. And it is missing a return statement. Let's just add it right now. So list, and we'll be creating the list up here. So let me just copy here, list equals to new array list. Okay, so that's it. Now as you can see, there's an error here, and all we have to do is change the name, installed app list. And now this function will take care of getting all of the apps and putting them in order, organizing them. And what I mean by that is to get the image, the text, and the package name primarily. So let's get right into it. And the first thing that we have to do is create an intent. Let's say intent, get that, and this intent will take care of getting all of the apps for us. So equals to new intent again dot action main, all right, comma null. Now let's say intent dot add category, and now we can choose the type of apps that we want. So I'm going to go here and say intent dot category launcher, and it should be somewhere in here. And as you can see, you can get all of these types of apps, and if you are making a launcher that has some kind of feature that looks at that, like organize apps for the user or whatever, then this is extremely useful. But we want every one of them, so launcher. Now we say list resolve info, and this is the object that the type of object that will contain all of the apps. So we must somewhat take care of the information after. And let's say untreated. I believe that's how we write that. So untreated app list equals to get application context dot get package manager dot query intent activities intent comma 0, and this will get the list for us. And now what we have to do is to loop through this untreated app list and to get each and every single image in a drawable variable, and name and package name, and copy that information into the list and build an object out of it. So for that we'll simply say for resolve info, and let's say app points untreated app list, and this for will loop through every single iteration of the untreated app list and will retrieve to us an object app with all of the information. So this is a really, you can do this for with an int I equals to 0 or wherever, but this is I think it looks a lot better, so I use this a lot. Okay, so now let's say string app name equals to app dot activity info, dot load label, and now we pass on the get package manager dot to not to string, but besides the parentheses you say to string. Okay, this will retrieve to us the name of each app. And now I'm going to copy and paste this and say get app package name, and do the same thing, but instead of load label we simply say package name dot package name. And now let's do the same thing, but this time for the icon. So app icon or image, I'm going to call it image because that's what I've been calling it, so yeah, load icon, and this is just the same, but we remove the toString. And here it is drawable, and there you go, the error is gone. And now we can actually go ahead and build an object out of this. So let's say app object, I'm going to say untreated app in here. Okay, so that we make a good enough distinction between both of them. App object app equals to new app object, and now we pass on the data that we have in here. Let me make this bigger, remove this and this. Okay, and we need a package name, a name, and an image, which is exactly what we have. And if you have any doubts, you can simply hover over the app object, click Control, and this pop-up will appear with all the information that you need. So let's say app package name, and app image. There we go. And then we are going to say if list dot contains the app, and we are going to negate this, so we are going to place an exclamation point before the list contains app. And this is just so that we know for sure that this is the first time this app is being added to the list, so that we don't have duplicates. We probably wouldn't have, but just to be sure, I like to add this if. So if the list doesn't contain this app, then we can go ahead and say list.add app, as simple as that. And then in the end we return the list. So it is really easy. Now it is getting the installed apps, it is getting everything. So what I'm going to do is to do the on-click listener. I'm going to trigger I'm going to make a trigger for the app to actually be launched. And to do that, we are going to go into the app adapter, come in here, okay, and I'm going to add one more thing. So I'm going to go into the item app. Okay, I already have it here, so I'm going to change this name to layout, and this is so that when the user the user doesn't have to click on the image view or the text view, he can click on the layout, and that way it will be much easier. So let's come in here and up top say linear layout, my layout equals to v.find view my id r.id.layout. Okay, and now simply do a on-click listener, as simple as that. You don't need anything else. So dot set on-click listener, new on-click listener. Okay. And now we must get the position that this was clicked on and create an intent for that. So let's go ahead and create an intent. Let's call it launch app intent to make it more clear for you. So context dot get package manager dot get launch intent for package, and now we pass on the package name of the icon that we just clicked on. So it is as easy as that, and we say applist dot get position dot get package name, and we are done. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing left to do. I forgot one thing. The launch activity or launch intent. So we say if launch app intent different from null, and we can go ahead and say context dot start activity launch app intent, and this will start the app. Don't forget to make the position final, and you're probably good to go. So let's just run the app and see if everything checks out. Okay, so the app finished loading, and I can already see my apps in here in the emulator. If you scroll down, you can see them. So now there's that bug that we have to fix in the upcoming license, but for now it is good enough. So let's launch wherever the app. Yeah, as you can see, the app launched. We can go to the clock. Okay, everything seems to be working just fine. Messages, wherever, API demos. So as you can see, it is working. So yeah, it is start to looking somewhat like a drawer. It doesn't look that good, obviously. You'll have to tweak these things, but yeah, it is working just fine for now. So yeah, again, thank you all very much for watching. If you have any questions, then please go to the forum and leave them there. There's a thread specifically for this, so a board better yet. And so yeah, you're more than welcome to go there. It is at simcoder.com/forum. So yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Ciao.